shared in, you know, when you get recommended videos, right? And about 2 days ago, you know, like I just turned on YouTube, I went to YouTube, and in the recommended videos was this video. I can't remember the title of it was, but it was this guy who was videoing himself watching these horrible videos, so you could hear it like, in the background, and you know, I was like watching it first. I was like trying to understand what he was watching. Yeah, I could tell it was really evil and it was real, right? Because I've never seen any videos like this before, right? And I was watching him and really studying his reactions, watching it, I remember, and it was odd because it was like horror mixed with this kind of you know, like if somebody's looking at somebody with a fancy type of look, yeah, that type of look. And it was this mixture vibe I got from him, and he said this word. He said sexy. That was sexy. Have you ever? I'm not familiar. You know, there's a slang, you know, like youngins are using when they see horror. You know, like when they see kind of like, you've got horror and horror. You know, you've got made up Hollywood horror. It's pretty real. Let's face it. And then you've got real horror. It's like somebody having the head cut off, like horror in real, you know, that's really happened. And I think he mentioned that term. It's sexy. He's saying it's horrible. First he said for the first video, he said it's not so bad the second time. And then the second video that he watched, you could really see like horror, and he's like, you know, his hand over his face. And then I think the video stopped, and then he sort of saying, no, it was sexy or something like that. I couldn't believe it. So then I was in two minds: should I watch it or not? Right? Should I watch them or not? Because I mean, I've saw this very horrible, it's like a program on the TV of these three like middle class American youths, and they're torturing this dog, right, to death. And for some reason I made myself watch it, but I couldn't watch it to the end, and it's like haunted me ever since, you know what I mean? So I'm very wary of watching things, because you know, things tend to haunt me. But for some reason I thought, I'm going to watch this, you know, watch the thing. And it's the most awful thing I've ever seen in my life, what I saw, which is one was neo-Nazis. Now, I'd seen about these neo-Nazis because I've looked at the videos before, where they go around in Russia and just pick on people who aren't white or ethnic and everything, and just kick the fuck out of them, and really, it's gangs of them on one person, you know, like the cowards they are, yeah? And really doing evil shit. So, and I'd seen these two guys who were tied up in the first video. I'd seen them in that other film, you know, but I didn't know what was going to happen to them. And in this one, you see what happens to them, right? And one's head is literally cut off by this Nazi. Oh man, it's just horrendous. And then the other video is supposedly Muslims, you know, around hostages, 2004, and it's kind of like the guys at the front, and there's all these guys, there's two guys with machine guns, and they say something in Arabic, and then they cut his head off. Oh, I just can't express how, I don't know. I mean, I tried to make a video after, and it was just awful, you know. I mean, anyway, I shared it with the contacts here. Oh, I didn't know whether to, but I mean, I made a big deal about warning, and I hope I haven't upset anybody who's seen it. From the comments of it, it's like some people seem to take it in the stride, you know. It's like 14-year-old kid say, oh, that's nothing, you know, blah blah blah, you know, like a stupid kid, stupid immature child, you know. But makes you wonder the nature of evil, you know, when you're actually seeing it like that. When people believe something, they get caught up in belief, so much so that they can cut somebody's head off. It's like children playing, you know, and with play guns, you know, you know, go down like that, and it's play, not taken seriously. Mum, you know, calls them, tea's ready, and they go running off, forget the game, you know, and then the reality is they're eating the tea and everything like that. But they're these dehumanized monsters grown up into. They're so lost in these fucking evil, toxic beliefs that the next minute they can do that to another human being. That's so fucking lost. I couldn't see any hope for people that do that. Just don't know, because whatever it was, say you thought psychedelics could help me, right? I would just think that they would turn it so evil, so lost, that it would turn it into an evil thing. I don't see how you could get out of such evil like that. Short of death. Thank God for death, that these fuckers die. Imagine if they live on and on. Find the secret of eternal life, imagine that. Fucking hell. But I just want to say, if there's anybody did watch these videos and has felt sick as I have, I'm really sorry, but I did warn you, and I'm trying to take responsibility, because like I keep getting flashbacks, you know, I mean, aspects of it, and all times it's like the first two guys were just totally helpless, you know, and they had stuff, they didn't even have the decency to, before they did what they did, they had like tape over the mouths, and they made them talk with tape on the mouths, you know. Trussed up. Oh, it's just so awful. I've never seen anything so fucking vile in my life, and I hope never to again.